This video is brought to you by Smugglers Run Gaming, growing and organizing competitive gaming communities. Check them out at facebook.com/SmugglersRunGaming. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dice Commando. This is round 3 of tonight's standard tournament at Monday Night Dice. On the left we have Steven, who we saw in round 2 with his Kess Rex. And on the right we have Andrew, who we saw in round 1 with his Leia Boushh Padme. Andrew's on the mean streets, and of course, to no surprise, Steven is on the military camp. Alright, so it looks like we're about ready to get started. Everybody's taking their money. Let's do the roll-off. So Andrew should win this. 6 to Yep, so hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so playing on mean streets. That's going to be interesting because these are both very fast decks. I'm actually very curious to see who will end up being faster. So we had the 5 to the 6. Yeah, so Andrew did choose a mean street, so does he go 1 apiece? Probably won't end up mattering with all the AoE type damage we have. So, alright, Andrew will get us started. Alright, opens with an underhanded tactics for 1. So that does turn on the Leia. So remember, Leia's special is deal 2 to each character unless an opponent gives you $1 or 2 if you spot a villain card. So now that Andrew has that in play, it's on for 2. Alright, suppressive fire comes down. That's an effective way to get rid of it. Alright, Leia comes in. We see a 1 melee, a 2 melee, and a blank. Alright, yeah, he's just going to go ahead and get rid of it. So he gets rid of the 2. At the very least, he saves 2 damage, probably more. Steal Steven's action here, because remember the suppressive's a react. Andrew went to roll in, but then they remembered. Alright, so conscript down. Steven's building a good board state here. Alright, Andrew rolls in, gets a 1 focus. Alright, Kess coming in with a blank and a 2 gun, and then he'll roll in the conscript, which gets a 2 gun. Not a bad start. Alright, Andrew will pitch his Donderbus to re-roll. Actually picks up the 1 focus as well. Gets nothing, but he does get, actually not nothing. He has a Leia special, so that's pretty good. Alright, measure for measures it. Not bad. Taking a blank away. Great trade. Andrew will pitch to re-roll again. Alright, so there's some focus. Stevens can stay on the removal. Does he have another measure for measure? That's the question. Rex has not even rolled in yet. Alright, so Stevens taking pause. You can see he dropped his cards down and he's thinking. Right, so there's 4 into Leia. So what he's concerned about, right, is because Andrew's on Mean Streets, Mean Street is claim, Spot Scoundrel will place $1 on it and then reduce the cost of an event by 1, or by the number of resources on this. What he was concerned about was that Andrew would be able to claim and drop like a dodge or something like that, right? So Andrew pitches to re-roll. Rex comes out, and then Andrew will resolve the underhanded tactics special for 1, and then the Leia for 3, so he'll deal 4. It's really a 1 and a 3, but since there's nothing out there that makes it matter, he's just doing 4. So it looks like we'll go, yep, 1 shield apiece, and then, or 2 apiece, 1 shield and 1 damage apiece. So again, back to the mean streets. Andrew could potentially play a 2 costs event here is what Steven's worried about. Steven also does not like being behind the 8 ball in terms of battlefield control. That's really his bread and butter, is to seize the day play. So, alright, so we're going to use the Kess action, which is resolve any number of your trooper die. And he actually flipped, so he used the focus and he actually flipped a money. Andrew will claim, he does put $1 on there. Oh, and then the other conscript comes in. Man, great board state for Steven. Steven's in a really good shape here. Only took 2 damage out of all that. He'll roll in the conscript to see what he gets. Gets a modified. And passes. Andrew had already taken his 2. He thought Steven was going to pass, but... Alright, so Andrew going with 3. Steven going with 2. Andrew dropped a whole bunch of cards. Even dropped a Moxie. He's thinking that Leia's not going to last long. That's why he dropped his Moxie, so... He's going for redeploys here. Right, so Andrew will lead with Boushh. Rolls really well. That's 2 Boushh specials. Easy Pickings is not on the field because Steven's playing red heroes, so... Yeah, so he went to play a superior position, but he can't because he doesn't own the battlefield. Steven's so used to owning the battlefield, it just came naturally. Alright, so Steven plays the suppressive fire, and Andrew will hit for a Leia and then a Leia special. So Steven has to decide whether to pay. So he's going to pay for one of them. So Andrew will go to 5 resources and then 2 go peace. So each will go to 3. 8 health remaining on each of them. Okay, Kess comes in. Rolls not bad. 2 gun and 1 money. Money is always good against this Boushh deck. Okay, and then the conscripts come in with a disrupt and a money. Or a disrupt and a blank, sorry. Andrew pays 3 for the Padme's Royal Starship. Now this one's kind of cool because when it comes in, you can give a shield to a leader, and if that leader is Padme, give her a activate her. So that's what Andrew's going to do. He's going to bring in the ship, give Leia a shield or Padme a shield, and then roll them both in. Okay, so we get a blank, we get some focus and focus. It is a 2 and a 1, so let's see what Steven can do here. Okay, so we have a Kess action to do 4 to Boushh, and then take 2 money, and then disrupt 1. So Andrew will... Alright, Andrew will focus, or sorry, impulsive to resolve 1 die, so we'll resolve the 2 focus, flipping to the 3 focus and the 3 focus, and then resolving that via Padme's ability for 6 indirect. Alright, so it goes 3 apiece, so each guy has 5 remaining on Steven's side. The Steven claim? I don't see why he wouldn't here. That'll turn on his superior position, gives him the extra removal card. Also, it lets him try to get in front and try to kill Boushh. Yep, that's what he's going to do. He's going to claim. Now, he cannot spot a scoundrel, so he cannot put 1 on, but he can play an event, reducing cost by 1 if he has it, but he does not. So Andrew's going to pitch to reroll. Gets a special. He'll chuck 1 indirect across the table. And then he's going to overwrite. So Andrew does lose his villain card to spot, but gets value out of the redeploy. So the Grievous Striker comes in, does every redeploy, and Andrew will pass. Okay, so we had paid 1 net with the overwrite there, so Andrew will go in with 2. Steven will go in with 4 because he'd claimed those 2 money. He's got a plan. Right, so a quick accounting, we need 9 left on Steven's side, 3 left to kill Boushh, but a fully healthy Padme with the shield generation off the starship. So and Steven hasn't drawn a Seize the Day yet, so alright, so he's going to open with Kess. There's the 2 focus, and then he'll have the 2 conscripts as well. So Leia is dead. Alright, so Andrew will go ahead and roll her out. So suppressives to remove the Leia pays $1, and then it's still Steven's action. So Steven can drop Boushh here if he wants. Nope, he's not going to. He's going to bring in Rex first. He wants to maximize his shot here. So a blank and a blank, rolling strong. But that was a mistake because that'll allow Andrew to hit for 2. Indirect, granted, but now do remember that Grievous Striker will also redeploy. So Steven goes 1 apiece. So we're only 3 health left on Rex here, and you have to be careful on this Leia deck because it can play, or on this Padme deck because it can play targeting, which lets you drop a 3 indirect or any indirect for a direct shot. But in this deck, you could turn a 3 focus into effectively a 3 ranged. It's called target intel. Right, but Steven's action here. He has the 2 focus to resolve. Certainly going to drop Boushh here. He made 2 focus into a 2 focus. Let's see how he does this. So 2 focus into the 2 focus, and then a +2 for sure, because he's messing with the conscript die. So it's sure a 2 focus or a +2, and then he'll 2 to 2 Rex 2s, I would assume. All right, so that's the 3 he needs to pop Leia, and then 4 more into Padme, so she'll take 3 net through the shield. All right, back to Andrew. So Steven's done, but now do remember he has $3 and he does have superior position. So Andrew will bring in the starship, which will give a shield and then activate Padme. So 4 dice coming in, not a good roll at all. Back to Steven. Probably passes. Oh, okay, nice. Electromagnetic Pulse just gets rid of the vehicle die for 0 cost. Not bad. All right, Andrew plays Senate Chamber for 2. So the power action on Senate Chamber is remove a die and turn another die to any side. All right, superior position, the Leia discard. Andrew will bring in the Senate Chamber, which rolls its 2 focus. Not bad. Again, Steven has $2 and he has Mean Streets. He could potentially claim Mean Streets and potentially do a 3. I don't think he's playing any 3s, but it could happen. So Steven's action here. All right, so he's going to Riot Shield for 1. So Andrew will remove the focus to the, that's with the power action, remove the focus for 3. The reason he did that versus taking the 2 focus to go for the 3 and the 2 indirect was he didn't want there to be damage side showing because there's much less removal available for that. Okay, so Steven will claim, and then with the power action, or the claim ability, play fresh supplies to gain $1. So he deals a 3, it all goes onto the Riot Shield, and then he deals 2 indirects. Let's see how Steven places it here. So one apiece. Okay, so Rex is at 9 and Kess is at 8. All right, so Andrew will pass. We're going to the next round. So all the suppressive fires are gone. But Steven does still have battlefield control, which will activate a lot of his removal cards. All right, so Steven's action here. So Steven's action here, he's debating what to do. He's just doing the quick count. So Let's use the time to do it. So there's 2 on Rex and there's 3 on Kess. So 5 left on Steven's side of the table. There's an effective 8 on Andrew's side of the table, potentially 9 if he can get the starship in with the shield. So Steven needs to make a call here. Right, so interesting. So he's going to strategic plan for 1. So I mean that's not bad. It activates the starship, gets to die off, and saves the shield. So Andrew will activate Padme with a 1 focus, a blank, and a blank. Okay, back to Steven now. Strategic plans the Senate chamber as well, exhausting it. Back to Andrew. Andrew probably pitches to reroll here. He needs 5. Yep, Andrew drops his sonic detonators to reroll, leaves the 1 focus out there, gets a 1 gun and a discard. Nope, there's a Dex Diner, so Andrew's not finishing it this turn. So remember, Dex Diner can heal 1 or 2 if there's 5 or more. Alright, so Andrew pitches to reroll. There he gets some. Alright, there's a Dex for a heal. So he heals Kess. Alright, so Andrew deals 4. So 2 go right back onto Kess. 1 onto Rex and 1 onto Kess. Alright, so 3 more. Kess is missing a 3. There we go. Alright, so he doesn't even need to seize the day, although Andrew has plenty of money for removal. So there's a 3 and a 1, and then the conscripts will come in with a blank and a 1 gun. Alright, Andrew drops to re-roll. There's a 1 focus for a 1 indirect. Alright. Rex comes in with a 1 gun and a 1. There's the focus he needs. I think Andrew's got to pitch to re-roll again. The 3 is unlikely, but the 2, if you can get a 2, that forces a tough decision. Alright, so he's just going to field medic just to save the blast, which is the right play. Yep, because here's the Kess action, as expected. That's why Andrew healed. He didn't want to get blasted off. Alright, so there's 1 focus. Okay, so we'll go to the 2 focus, and then go to the 2 and the 2, because that's all that's left. Oh, actually he's going to the Kess. Oh yeah, because he doesn't have money. I see. So we'll go to the Kess, and then he'll go to the +2. Okay, so he's still resolving. So it's a 1 and it's a 1, a +2, so it's total of 6 on the table. So he's going to deal 4. So Andrew will take 3 net with the shield and then 1 more. And it looks like he's going to leave the Rex gun on the table. That's interesting. So Andrew will deal 1. So if Andrew's playing Act of Cruelty, things look real good right now, right? So there's a claim for an that's what so a claim for an intense fire, so that's worth 3 because it's Andrew has 3 red cards and Steven has 4 red cards. Yep, so it's spot more red cards. So that was very nicely done. Andrew should have claimed, but How would he have known? Actually, not actually. He should have claimed it wasn't worth the 1 indirect to not be in front. Because now Steven can pull a seize the day. I mean, he's going to pull one eventually, right? So the question is, can Andrew just instigate in? Because Andrew also has instigate, so Andrew only needs to do 2 at this point. Maybe that's why Andrew dealt the 1, is because he had the instigate. But I mean, a seize the day. And again, Andrew only needs 2 to go down here. So a seize the day with a Kess is a highly likely kill here. So it is Steven's action here. He's palming the Dex Diner like he's thinking about using it. That would allow him to heal 2. Andrew could be playing drop. Oh no, yeah, they are on his battlefield. He could be playing drop in. All right, so Kess is going to come in. So there's lethal already. No focus, but showing lethal. So the question is, can Andrew control? Nope. Okay, he's gonna instigate. So if he rolls it, he just needs a 2. Oh, there he gets it. So he could yeah, the 2 will drop both guys because that's all that was needed, but he also could have, with the 1, dropped Kess. But yep, that'll do it. All right, so Andrew will take this round 3. Nicely done. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.